the Hebrew date of the Hilula is Chaf Iyar, the 20th of Iyar, respectively, of the great rabbi, chief rabbi, Harav Chaim Avraham Gagin, Zechet Tzadik Libracha, who was actually born in the English year 1787 and passed away in the English year 1848. We're talking about in the middle of the 19th century. He passed away. He was a great Kabbalist. He was a Rosh Yeshiva, also a Rosh Yeshiva of the המקובלים, Bet El, respectively, in Jerusalem, and was וחכם באשי, Rishon LeZion of Eretz Yisrael. Very, very prestigious position with the great rabbis, most notably for saving the Samaritan community also. So we're going to explore quite a bit with regards to the great Chacham. He was actually born in Turkey. It was in the year, as we said before, 1787, in an area called Constantinople. He was the grandson of the famous Rabbi Shalom Shurabi, the very, very famous Rabbi who was actually had the name the Rashash HaKadosh, really, really great Rabbi. Rabbi Gagin was the first individual to hold both the positions of Hacham Bakshi and Rishon LeZion simultaneously, following as they merged those specific positions itself. And it's very interesting. The appointment granted him formal recognition as representative of the Jewish community to the government, endowing him with judicial, religious, and civic authorities. Also, he much can be said about the great rabbi. Here we can see the great heritage he came from. He was interesting. He was born, as we said before, in Turkey, but he was brought up in Jerusalem and studied in Yeshiva in the city of Jerusalem also. He married, he got married with very, very great lineage. His wife came from a very, very great lineage itself. Married the daughter of Rabbi Raphael Avraham Shalom Mizrahi Shirabi, also, which has to be pointed out. And later on, I believe he was, when the official position was given to Rabbi in the city of Jerusalem, as we said before, there was a merging with regards to the Chacham Bakshi and the Rishon LeZion of those things. He was official representative of the Jewish people before, I believe, the rulers of the Ottoman Empire, and which is very, very interesting. And it was a unified position also. He was in contact with many great rabbis in many great Jewish communities, including famous Rabbi Bibas, also, who we spoke about in his Hilula, which I believe was during Rosh Chodesh Nisan, who was a rabbi based in by the Greek islands. Very, very great rabbi himself, Rabbi Bibas. He had many duties. He had a lot of duties and connections with the Turkish government with regards to it. He was within regards to paying taxes for the communities, and with regards to trade and getting different foods, meat and wines also. He was also nicknamed the Rabbi of the Hasidim. He was known as a very, very pious rabbi, very, very great stature. Even the Arabs in the cities held him at the highest esteem also. He had exchange of letters with many of the famous rabbis of the generation from all across the world, within regards to halacha and different ways of strengthening different communities all throughout, not just the land of Israel, all throughout the total globe itself, and wrote many, many books which we're going to explore about in a minute also, which is very, very interesting. Let's just look at his children. One of his sons was Rabbi Shalom Moshe Gaon. He married the daughter of Rabbi Hannah he actually married, he got married into very great lineage also. His son did. Let's explore within regards to that. Rav Shalom Moshe Gaon got married to the daughter of Rav Hannah, which is very, very interesting also. And many, many different great lineage actually came from the great Chacham itself, which we have to state over specifically. Also, Rabbi Agan had three daughters also, which I have pointed out. One of his son-in-laws was Rabbi Shmaya Angel, who was very well known, a famous person in this specific generation itself. And there's a lot of information that can be found within regards to him in many, many different places, many different books, which I strongly recommend everyone to check about. Now, the story within regards to the Samaritans, I think it was during the 1840s, the Samaritans faced persecution from Muslims who regarded them as idol worshippers, forcing them to convert to Islam or face execution. So it was reported over. The Samaritans actually asked Rabbi Gagin to help them, and he wrote a document that the Samaritans are a branch of the children of Israel. This was reported over, who acknowledge the truthfulness of the Torah. They acknowledge it. This proclamation led Muslim authorities to recognize the Samaritans as Jewish people at that point in time, sect, saving them from persecution and extermination, which was a very interesting historical fact. We actually spoke about the Samaritans in different Daf Yomi videos also, where they might have actually agitated the Jewish people at some stage in time, and when they might have cooperated with the Jewish community in different points in time also. It's actually interesting. His predecessor was Rabbi Yehuda Navon, and his successor was Rabbi Yitzchak Kovo, also who we should speak about. Also, I think he was actually from Greece, if I'm not mistaken. He passed away specifically in the year 1854, so I think he had a few-year tenure, maybe a 6-year tenure after the passing of Rabbi Gagin, respectively. But he was a really, really great rabbi. So let's explore some of the books that he left us also, including the Yideot HaOhel, which was Perush on the Ohel Moed, which was a sefer of Rabbi Shmuel Yerondi. I hope I pronounced his name correctly, a great rabbi from Spain. There was a Yerot HaOhel, also Perush on the Ohel Moed, also, which was from Rabbi Shmuel Yerondi. Also, there was 2 Chalakim, which were printed on different years. Also, there was a Chaim, which was a sefer on the Shut, which was written in Jerusalem. There was a Mincha and Tehorah, which was Chidushim al Mesechet Melachot. I believe that was printed in Greece, if I'm not mistaken, in Saloniki. There was also the Chaim Biirushalayim, which was Drushim, which was published in Jerusalem itself. And I think other books were written which had a big quotation of him, and was to him, I think his son-in-law, Rabbi Raphael Avraham Mizrahi, wrote the Sifrei Chotno. And there was a Kedusha Yom Tov from the Marit Al-Ghazi, who was a very, very great rabbi, who was also a Rishon LeZion, and the Rosh Yeshiva of Beit El, respectively, also, if I'm not mistaken, also. So that was also other great books, publications that was written, also connected to him. And it's his Hilula here on Chaf Iyar at the moment, and 2 days after Lag BaOmer, respectively. I believe it was around 60 to 61 years old at the time when he passed away. He did. The great Chacham, really, really great rabbi. We've dedicated videos with regards to different Rishon LeZions. Also, he was buried in Har HaZeitin, the Mount of Olives, which we spoke about before also. And please light candles in his memory also. One of his notable descendants, as we said before, was Rabbi Shalom Moshe Chai Gagin, respectively also. Let's just explore a bit about him. He was born in the 1832 and passed away in 1883. One of the great rabbis, also at Rosh Yeshiva of the Hamukoblim also. And he was actually a student, if I'm not mistaken, of Rabbi Yedidia Raphael Abu Lafia also, which we should point out. Also, he passed away in the year 1883. His older son was Harav Avraham Chai Gagin, and the other one was Rav Yitzchak Raphael Yechezkiyahu Gagin also. And just to mention one more time, his grandson was Harav Shem Tov Gagin also, who was a great Dayan, also Rosh Yeshiva, who wrote many different books. Really, really great rabbi, Rabbi Shem Tov Gagin. So he left many, many great descendants. Rav Shem Tov passed away in the year 1953, 71 years ago, but you can see the great descendants that have come out from the rabbis over throughout the years. So guys, hope this was an informative share. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel at the moment, watch over the previous shirim, share the videos, like the videos, and wishing you all brachot from Israel. Take care, and thanks.